Well, important order there. Supreme Court has referred Waqf case to the next Chief Justice of India. Centre says that past assurances will continue. Next hearing is on this case is on the 15th of May, and CJI has said that not gone deeply into counter affidavit. Centre has also said that past assurances will continue. Remember that the Chief Justice had given some time, and some of the provisions of the Waqf Amendment Bill, in fact, it's become an act now, had been put on hold, and this was regard to the appointment of non-Muslims in Waqf councils and Waqf boards. It was also with regard to a specific aspect of the Waqf Act. It was Waqf by user, which basically allowed for Waqf properties to be used as Waqf properties based on oral traditions, and by the way, they've been used for several centuries. The Waqf Act also looks at removing those kind of provisions. It also looks at appointing non-Muslims in Waqf boards and councils. Several petitioners had countered this. Several petitioners had acted against this. In fact, the Supreme Court had taken note of this, and in fact, Supreme Court had put some of these provisions, key provisions, on hold. It had given a few days of time to the centre to file the counter affidavit. Now, the CJI has said that he's not gone deeply into counter affidavit. Remember, the present CJI also is all set to retire in the next few days. In fact, he retires on the May 13th, is what I understand. And after that, it's the next CJI, B.R. Gavai, who's going to take charge of the position of CJI of India. And this case will be heard by him. In fact, May 15th is when the next hearing is scheduled. My colleague Nupur joins us with more details on this. Nupur, the next CJI will be, in fact, he will be hearing the case on the 15th of May. Before that, of course, the present CJI retires. His tenure ends on May 12th or 13th is what I understand. Explain to us the significance of this case and also the backgrounder to this.
Well, today, Chief Justice of India, Sanjiv Khanna, in fact, said that they have gone through the government's reply to the proposal raised by the Supreme Court of interim stay on certain provisions of the newly amended Waqf Act. Now, remember, the centre had clearly opposed the interim stay, but the Supreme Court had said that they don't want anything to change on ground till the time they hear the case completely. So today, the arguments were due to be held on the matter of interim stay. The top court had asked centre to file its reply and has asked the petitioners also last time to file their counter affidavits. Now the CJI noted that this matter will need, the matter of interim stay will need some clarification. However, it has to be heard at the earliest, but due to time constraints, as he is outgoing, he is retiring as a Chief Justice, the matter will be now be referred to the bench of Justice B.R. Gavai. So now his bench will be resuming hearing the petitions challenging the Waqf Amendment Act on May 15th. That is just the next week. So it is in fact a very important development, as the centre has also now assured the top court that as the matter will now be taken up by a fresh bench till next hearing, they will, in fact, their previous assurances will continue, which means that they will not operate the two contentious provisions, that is denotification of Waqf by user properties, and secondly, inclusion of non-Muslims in Waqf council and Waqf boards. These provisions will in fact remain stayed. The centre has assured the Supreme Court today till the next hearing.